Hey everybody, what's going on? This is your man, Force of Power Lifestyle Health and Wellness Coach Mike. Hope all is well on this beautiful Wednesday morning. Listen, before I get into the topic, I want to just say if you are in need of a health coach and you are just like you've been trying so hard to find a good regimen for yourself, for weight loss or weight shedding, or which I like to call it, or exercise, trying to find energy, trying to find the right mindset, okay, to navigate yourself through this um, abundance of health or fitness information. And there's so much out there. You get bombarded, and sometimes when we get over consumed with things, we sometimes freeze. If this is you and you need some guidance in the right direction, someone to kind of help navigate you through all the noise, then my information is here down below. You can take my number, email, and contact me if you would like to have a free consultation. All right, and we can find out exactly where you are. But let's get into this topic. What most or some, probably more than some, physicians in the Western Hemisphere don't want you to know about. I'm going to sip my coffee as I talk about this. Um, what they don't want you to know about is very, very critical to know. Because as you and I both know, that a lot of people today are suffering from metabolic syndrome, which is diseases brought about by our own um, lifestyle choices, diet, behavior, lack of exercise, stress levels, things like that. And we develop these diseases over time by not doing the things that we should do through time. I hope that makes sense. And so these metabolic diseases include diabetes, heart disease, hypertension, some cancers, um, stroke. Okay, and these diseases, each one of them have stemming issues. Like you have a branch and then you have a little stem here, stem here. So each disease has issues that stem from that disease. But the thing is, which is crazy, is every one of these subdivisions of the major disease, they all have some type of specialist or a doctor with a specialist that can address each disease or each subdivision of the disease. So the fact that they're making they're finding out the different issues of diabetes, and different doctors can support or can address different issues within diabetes, but no one addresses the diabetes. You follow me? Like, you may a heart surgeon or a heart doctor or a cardiologist may address different issues from having heart failure or congestive heart failure, but they don't address the heart failure. How do I fix the heart failure? How do I fix the diabetes? How do I, prevent the stroke? Yeah, my neurologist is, they're going to do X, Y, and Z, but how do I prevent the stroke? See? So a lot of these, medical schools, and they're all in cahoots with one another, because if more people were fixed and we prevented a lot of these metabolic diseases, there would not be a lot of doctors to do these different things. There would not be a lot of medications to do because there would be no need for it. Even some of these practices that are out here, I mean, money would be dropping and being deducted from everywhere. Colleges, pharmaceuticals, I mean, everywhere. Equipment, people who make diabetic, apparatus to check blood sugar. All these things would be reduced if people were more healthy and did not contract these diseases, um, more than they should. So what they don't want you to know, to keep this cycle going, to keep people in the vicious Western medical cycle, to keep their engine going, ignorance is the fuel for this Western medical system. Ignorance is the fuel. The more that they keep you ignorant of what causes these diseases, the more they can prey on us. with their tactics. The more that we are ignorant to the mechanism of these diseases, of all those metabolic diseases, if we don't know what causes them, we don't teach our children what causes these issues, then they're going to grow up following in our footsteps. If we don't change it as parents and reintroduce new ways to our children and intervene in lifestyle habits and choices, then we're going to continue. We're priming the pump for more metabolic disease generation. A greater generation with the same metabolic diseases, and maybe worse. Okay, because the food today is worse than what's back then. Okay, it's worse. So they don't want us to know how we get it, because if we know how we get it, we know we can better understand how to prevent it and how to reverse it if we do fall into that trap. And so when the simple solution comes up, they're going to demonize it and make it look like it's a bad idea. But they're going to give you another shiny object to make you think that this is the way to go. So in order to keep them looking like they're not doing any evil, they have to promote an idea that seems to be healthy for you, but it's really killing you. They're not going to produce anything to keep you or make you healthy that's going to take money out of their pocket. So they have to put something out there because they know that people are ignorant. So they have to put something out there that sounds really good to the public and make the public think, oh, that sounds healthy. I will eat 6 times a day. I will eat more carbohydrates, and fats are bad. Fats are bad. So they have to put this stuff out there to make the public, to feed the public ignorance and false information so that the public can continue to prime the pump to keep the medical system going, which is a sickness industry. They thrive off of sickness. The sick is what keeps this Western medical system going. Not those that are healthy. It's the sick. It's the sick. Okay? So when you hear about other alternatives that totally contradict what they say, they demonize the other. They demonize it because anything that's going to get people healthy, they have to demonize it and make it seem or appear false and wrong. They take the truth and make it false, and they take the lie and make it true. That's what they do. That's the work of a devil. And so we have a bunch of devils in this Western medical system that's killing people. Don't matter what you look like. They're killing Americans. Okay? It's not getting any better because we keep falling for what they say is right. But I think now we're starting to see a slight turn, which is good. So, listen, if, like I said in the beginning, if you're confused about a lot of this stuff and you need guidance, then let me assist you in getting on the right course, the right path, to educate you on what to look out for, what you should be doing more of, what you should be doing less of. Because it's not that complicated. You just got to be present and do it one day at a time. And then your body will begin to respond to the changes that you're making. So if this sounds like it's interesting to you, then again, let me know. But remember, they don't want you to know how you get sick. Once you know how you got sick, once you know how you got sick or can get sick based on your own doing. See, this is not something that, it's just in the air. No, it's through our own doing. Once we know how our actions cause us to contract metabolic diseases, then we can reverse it. We can address it and fix it. But they don't want you to know how you're doing it. They're very tricky. So we want to unveil the tricks. So get in contact with me if you like to. This is your man, Force and Power Lifestyle Health and Wellness Coach Mike. Have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.